Hey, thanks, Lisa. Spent this whole period talking to myself, apparently. Forgot to turn the mic on. Well, we've got power, we've got volume, hopefully now. Cougars with a 4-goal lead. Shots on goal are pretty lopsided. They're going to call no ice. So Elena Rickfield's going to have to go back for it. She's being chased. That's Keegan Beckendorf. Keegan played the majority of the JV game last night and did so well that Keegan's out here playing varsity tonight. Cougars with possession. And Newton trying to get turned. Newton still with it, feeds it over, trying to feed it to Borgmeyer. Oh, and that was Campbell trying to hold and couldn't. Now, Scarlett's trying to bring it into the zone. As Penny Gorman with it. Gorman looking for an outlet off the boards, trying to find, looked like she was trying to hit Geeson, and Cougars steal it. Newton into the zone and poked away. And now Campbell with it. Campbell trying to get turned off the edge of the net and to the back, and she'll go for a line change. Now in the corner, that is Geeson trying to get it loose. We're down to 45 seconds, first period. Still tied up in the corner. Goodness, I'm a hot mess over here, folks. Sorry. Forgot to start the clock. I got a lot going on. Clock. Clock. All right, we're gonna have to reset the clock. He just ran off about a minute. Well, not a minute, probably 30 seconds. Put it back. I'm gonna say 42. Let's see what they say. Gonna put up there. I'm gonna put it at 42. Let's see what the referee told him to do. Still working the clock. Trying to figure out the buttons. And we get a little rest here with under a minute to go first period. No, he put 35. Well, wasn't quite what I thought it was going to be, but so be it. All right, Scarlets get the draw. Cougars pick it up. And Cougars are going to bring it around back of the net and feed it to Fugazi. Fugazi into the zone and feeds it over to Thibodeau. Thibodeau along the boards and out to the point and deflect it up into the air. And then Shield throws it in. A couple good holds by Maddie Shield to hold the zone. And puck's still right in the crease. Shield with it now. Shield can't get it through traffic, and Scarlett's coming the other way. And that'll take us to the end of the first period. Score 4-0. We'll see what the Lexi Erickson with the first goal, assisted by Kira Prang. Kenzie Juliar with the next goal, assisted by Ella Fugazi. Power play goal, Grace Campbell, assisted by Ella Fugazi and Jillian Borgmeyer. And then the fourth goal, scored by Ava Thibodeau, assisted by Lena Peterson. One penalty in the first period. It was a tripping call that went to number 10, Claire Roaring, 2 minutes for tripping. So that's your period summary. Sorry about no volume for the majority of the first period. it's a work in progress. So we'll continue to work through. We're gonna get a fresh sheet of ice. We'll get about 13-minute little intermission here while the ladies make their way to the locker room to work through the first period and come back with a second period plan. We'll have these two second period, third period, and then after the girls' game, we will have the boys' game that will come on shortly after the girls conclude. It's slated for 7:30, but the way the first period looks, we'll probably potentially have a running clock in the third period, which may bring the start of the boys' game up a little bit sooner than 7:30. So we'll just have to see how that plays out. That's what I got for you. So I'm going to step away and go see if I can find a hot drink, and we'll see you back here in about 12 to 13 minutes. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you in a few. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We got a fresh sheet of ice. We just got to wait for the Zamboni doors to drop. Scarlet girls are lined up and ready to get on the ice. The official rule is no skaters on the ice until the Zamboni doors are closed. I think officially it's supposed to be no one on the ice until the referees are on, but you know that isn't always the case. So, like the girls are going to wait, which is okay because we got a couple spots that need to set up on the ice. So it's going to tends to make it a little bit more challenging to be on the ice if it's not fully set. So a little extra time's not a bad thing right here. So if you want a full night of hockey, we've got the East-West boys varsity game that will follow this game. Here come the referees, and right behind the referees come the Scarlets coming out on the ice. And behind the Scarlets, we have the Cougars coming from the locker rooms, making their way over. So we got a pretty full section over here. It's always good. The East-West games tend to pull a pretty big crowd. We'll see if we can get you a little bit of the starting lineup here, if I can figure out who's out there. For the Cougars, we have at the draw number 10, and that is Lexi Erickson. And for the Scarlets, number 9, that is Penny Gorman. And they're going to come in. Looks like they're going to call that offside. So we'll come back into neutral ice. And we'll try that puck drop one more time. You can see I've updated the shots on net for the first period, 23-1 in favor of the Cougars. And Lexi Erickson wins that one, gets it into the zone, but again, offside. So they'll try that again for the third time and see how they do. Penny Gorman on the draw and gets it back into the Scarlet end. And Cougars are going to win it and try to shoot it out. And Geeson dishes it over to Penny Gorman. Gorman with a shot. And a good look there. And Isla May's there to cover that one up. And we'll get a draw in the Cougar end. Same crew, Gorman and Erickson on the draw. And Scarlets win it with a shot, blocked. Oh, good little stick move by Geeson. And a backhander gets Draheim way out of the slot, or out of the crease, into the slot, and she is able to cover. And we'll get a draw on the far dot in the Cougar end. Cougars coming in. Thibodeau takes out Schaefer, and I think they're going to call a penalty. And I think they're going to send, I think they're sending Gorman. Oh, they got both doors open. They're going to send Gorman Yep, that's kind of what I thought. So Gorman's going to go, and she's going to sit for 2 on a hooking call. So we'll put Gorman up on the board, and we'll get a draw. The Cougars setting up their power play. That's Fugazi in the slot, and puck's loose. Schaefer can't find it. Puck comes out, and the referee's going to whistle that one dead, as I think. I'm not sure why they whistled it dead, because it looks like the net is on, and the puck was in the slot. I just don't know if the refs knew where the. Hey, good, Brody. The referees may not have been able to find the puck, so they just whistled it dead. Cougars trying to get it through. Feltz trying to get it out and gets it to Borgmeyer. Borgmeyer works it down low. Feltz down back with it. Campbell. And Borgmeyer back to Campbell. And an off angle shot by Belts. And Schaefer's going to grab and hold that one. All right, so we've got Erickson on the draw. I think that was Anderson on it for the Scarlets. And now from the top, that is Prang, throws it down low. That's going to come out to neutral ice. Prang's going to have to circle it back, looking for an angle. And I think that's Erickson. Circles it back. Newton throws it in. And now Steindl with it. Steindl throws it down low. And that's Thibodeau with it. And to the far side, shot. Schaefer with a glove stop. Puck still loose. Back out to the point. Newton to the far side. Newton picks it back up, takes it back to the point. Newton looking for an angle, throws it to the far side for Erickson. Erickson down low, tried to get to it, and that is Prang holds. Prang doing a good job of holding, throws it over to Newton. Newton, top of the circle, shot, and a Schaefer grab and a cover with 14 seconds left on the Scarlet penalty. Shots on goal. I'm going to estimate we're probably somewhere around 30 for the Cougars. I'll update that at the end of the period. Still 4-0 in favor of the Cougars. Scarlets trying to kill a penalty. And that's Roaring trying to get it loose. Roaring still with it. Looking to break it out, and she is going to send it all the way down to the Cougar end. And Scarlets, Gorman comes out of the box, and not sure why they called that no ice, because she was nowhere near the center line, but he called it no ice nonetheless. So Scarlet's trying to break it out. Cougars get possession. Deflected wide out to the slot, and the Scarlet's coming the other way. Now Gorman with it. Oh, Gorman still with it. Oh, poked away. And Cougars trying to break it out. Scarlet's trying to get in front of it. Gorman got a piece of it, not enough. And Emmy Asher brings it in. Asher with it. Got 2 on her, poked away by Roaring. And out to neutral ice. And Cougars coming back in. Oh, a good little dish. And Lena Peterson shoots it wide to the left around the boards now. I think that's Pinero trying to get it loose. Pinero can't get it loose, goes back in. And now Kane battling to get it out. Cougars with possession. Deep in the Scarlet end. Scarlet's trying to get it loose. A couple good reverses. I think that's Kane doing a good job of trying to keep possession and looking for a breakout. Kane gets the near boards, and that's going to come to neutral ice. And I think that is Gorman. I can't read her jersey because it's tucked in, but I think that was Gorman. And a stretch pass. And is it Pinero touches? No, not Pinero. That was Thibodeau. Touches it up and goes for line change. Now Praying gets it into the slot, and the Scarlets clear back into neutral ice. Scarlets throw it down, and Olsen goes for a line change. Nope, sorry, that was Kirshner going for a line change. Oh, shoot. And that is Brielle Newton. Skates it through the slot, finds the 5-hole of Schaefer to make it 5-0. Erickson and Gorman on the draw. Cougars win it. Oh, Brielle Newton with that. Grace Campbell with the assist. Gorman feeds it over, but it was deflected by Juliar. Oh, goes right into the crease. And Drahan was there to stick it out of the crease. Now, Prang with a hit of neutral ice takes out Jones. Oh, good save by Schaefer there. And Scarlett's trying to get it out and bring it to the other end. And now Prang gets it deep. Now Hudspeth with it. Hudspeth out to the point. And a slap shot by Hattie Doms at the point. And Schaefer's going to cover that one up. And Cougars win the draw. Scarlett's trying to get in front of it, and shot goes wide to the left and around the boards. Cougars get to it from the point. That was Emmy Asher throws it down. Back to Asher. Asher with a shot, not much on it, and Schaefer's able to hold that and cover. So we'll try that draw again. Looks like it is Hudspeth on the draw, along with, I can't quite read that number. I think that's Elsa Anderson that was on the draw for the Scarlets. Yep. And a scrum in the corner, trying to get the puck loose. Finally comes out. Scarlett's with it. And Claire Roaring throws it around the boards. A little toe drag. Good puck control by Zimmerman. Zimmerman and Anderson going after it. Zimmerman tried a toe drag, couldn't quite get it. And down low, Zimmerman with it. Zimmerman trying to get it in front, and it goes off the back of the net. Almost made it into the crease from behind the net. And the Cougars are able to clear. And Ella Quist trying to get it through, can't. She goes for a line change. Zimmerman now, along with Roaring. I believe that's Roaring. And poked away. Zimmerman tried to put the brakes on, and they're going to call a tripping call, I think. Yeah, tripping call on the Cougars. So the Scarlets are going to get their first power play as it looks like Ella Fugazi is going to go in for a 2-minute sit. So we'll put Ella up on the board for 2 minutes. And the Scarlets will set up for their first power play. Yep, just me. Nope, he's reffing. Thibodeau brings it in. And bodied off the puck nicely by Roaring. Roaring feeds it over to Pinero and get there. Number 10 holds the good hold. Tried to get a little bit more juice on it and poked And now the Cougars with possession. And that is Lena Peterson trying to get a turn. Nice pass from Peterson to Thibodeau, and Schaefer with a good save. Scarlett's trying to get it loose. Finally get it to neutral ice. It's tipped. So no ice. So they're going to go after it. Zimmerman hustling down to try to get in front of it. Cougars are going to reverse. They're going to break it out to neutral ice. And Lexi Erickson all over it, picks it up in neutral ice, and she's going to throw it all the way down. And Scarlett's going to have to go after it. Ooh, good move by Schaefer to get that away from the crease. And now Zimmerman with it. Zimmerman trying to get around Erickson and can't, taken down. And there's a trip. There's going to be another one. So Scarlets are going to wind up with a 5-on-3 here for 41 seconds as they're going to send. That is Grace Campbell's going to go in for 2 minutes. So we'll put 22 in there. And we'll have a 41-second 5-on-3 advantage for the Scarlets. Out to the point. Over there. Brickfield looking for something. Oh, into the slot. Oh. All right, 15 with it now. That is Geeson. Geeson can't get it, and the Cougars are able to throw it all the way down. Schaefer's going to feed it over. Roaring with it. Roaring's going to turn. She's going to bring it into neutral ice. Roaring looking for a shot from the dot off the edge of the goal into the slot, and Draheim kicks it out of the slot and away from the crease. And Pinero throws it down, and Cougars are able to get it back to neutral ice. All right, now one-man advantage for the Cougars. And Steindl almost had herself a breakaway coming out off the bench. And now into the zone. Gorman was looking for a shot and couldn't pull the trigger on it. Cougars doing a good job of disrupting and getting their sticks in front of those shots. So Scarlets had some looks, just couldn't pull the trigger on it with the pressure from the Cougars. So far, a good penalty kill for the Cougars. Again, there is Steindl disrupting and getting the puck back in the Scarlet end. Another good hold by Asher. Nice pass by the Scarlets. Gets it into the zone. And now Pinero trying to get to it. And Asher picks it up, is going to throw it along the boards and out of the zone. Asher doing a good job of keeping that puck out. And now Roaring trying to get it loose. Take it down in the corner, no call. Oh, there could be a hook. No call. And Thibodeau out to the point, now down low. Thibodeau with it, trying to get a shot off. And Roaring breaks that up. And Fugazi trying to get a shot. Nothing doing. Scarlet's off the boards into neutral ice. And chasing it down is Emmy Nelson trying to get to it. And the Cougars are able to get possession, bring it out to neutral ice. And that's going to go up into the stands and grabbed by a fan and thrown back onto the ice. So we'll go to neutral ice right in front of the Cougar bench. And we'll try this again. Hey, Charlie. Oh, glove grab by Schaefer off a quick wrister. I want to say that wrister was Grace Campbell. Ooh. Cougars trying to hold and can't. Gorman going after it. She gets it. Tries to get it turned, and Cougars all over her, and not able to get it turned for a shot. And now battling for it. That's Ella Olsen in the corner trying to get to it. There's a delayed penalty on the Scarlets. Cougars. Graham comes to the bench, and a delayed penalty. Schaefer's able to make a save and then cover it. Out to the point. Cougars can't hold, come out to neutral ice. Scarlet's trying to disrupt. Back into the zone. Lena Peterson brings it in. And Fugazi, and that shot is deflected up onto the glass. And Scarlets are able to clear all the way down. So Cougars have to go back for it, pick it up. Into the zone. Emmy Asher with it down low. And Erickson picks it up off the side of the net and circles it around down low on the dot for Newton. Newton tried to throw it out to the point and gets away from her and out of the zone. Sorry, that wasn't Newton. That was Steindl. Again. Oh, she looked offside. And Schaefer able to make the save and cover. 3:35 left. 53 seconds left on the penalty. Let me see if I can put that up there for the Scarlets. There's Cougar draw. Ooh, held nicely. That was a dangerous, but Thibodeau was able to keep it in the end. And Draheim with a pass out to Newton. Newton getting turned. Oh, dangerous turnover. As Nelson tried to get a shot off, and good back check by Lexi Erickson to break it up. And Cougars back to try to set up. They got 20 seconds left on their power play. Scarlet's trying to get in front of some shooting lanes. Over to the far side. Praying with it. Praying into the slot. Couldn't find it. And they regroup. Praying back with it down low. The near side. Newton with a shot. Looking for a deflection. Schaefer there, and the puck goes in the back of the net. That was a full strength goal as the penalty had just expired. The Cougars find the back of the net to make it 6-0. We'll get an update on the total shots at the end of the period here. Looks like we're going to have a draw with Ella Hudspeth and I think that's Elsa Anderson. Scarlet's looking for an angle. Zimmerman trying to find a lane. And good defense by the Cougars to disallow those shooting lanes and getting their quick on getting their sticks in front of those shooting lanes and getting their sticks on the pucks before the Scarlets could get shots. Part of the reason why Draheim hasn't had a lot of tough saves that she's had to make. She's made a few, But for the most part, they're not making it through traffic. We got 2:20 left, second period. It is 6-0 in favor of the Cougars. Scarlet's pushing around the near boards, trying for a breakout. And Ella Quist disrupting. And Gorman is loose, trying to come down, trying to get around. Oh, almost into the slot where she had Pinero coming into the slot. And Cougars there again to break things up. So some good back checking by the Cougars. And that's Hattie Doms, throws it around the boards. And out to neutral ice. Emily Kane has to go back for it. Kane from behind the net reverses to the far boards, looking for a breakout pass, trying to find Gorman. Gorman couldn't handle it, and Cougars back with possession. Cougars couldn't handle that pass. Scarlet's trying to get it clear and can't. That's going to go all the way down to the near boards in the corner where Kier Prang's going to get it and trying to find it in the slot. Good defensive move by Emily Kane there. Shot doesn't make it through, and a good sliding save off a shot on the backside by Fugazi, and Schaefer there to slide across the crease and make the save. Now Cougars back out to the point. Prang down low, and puck's in the slot, and let's say that was Elsa Anderson, gloved it out of there. And off the referee's skate. Prang goes for it on a pinch, but can't hold. And here comes, that is Geeson. And again, that shot by Pinero is deflected as she pulls the trigger, goes up into the netting. Or a stoppage of play with 33 seconds left in the second period. So taking the draw for the Scarlets is Gorman along with Erickson for the Cougars. Cougars trying to clear. Scarlets trying to hold. And finds Erickson through traffic. Erickson skates it down on the backside. And that was Grace Campbell had a good look and hit the side of the net instead of the back of the net. She's probably going to want that one back because it was wide open for her. Gorman with a shot, 5-hole, barely misses. Oh! And coming in right as the buzzer sounded was Charlotte Kirschner looking for the rebound shot and just ran out of time. There you go, 7-41. Scoring summary for the second period. Brielle Newton assisted by Grace Campbell. Lexi Erickson assisted by Ava Thibodeau and Brielle Newton. And 4 penalties in the second period. Scarlet penalty. Hook on Penny Gorman. Cougar tripping call on Ella Fugazi. And then another tripping call on the Cougars. Grace Campbell. And then a high stick on 33, Charlotte Kirschner. Those are your penalties. And your scoring summary for the second period. They're going to do chuck-a-puck, so we're going to pause and let the chuck-a-puck happen. And we'll see you back here after the chuck-a-puck. Should be about a 15-minute intermission. So if you want to go grab a drink, grab a snack, let your dog out, feed your cat, make sure your goldfish is still swimming, and we'll see you back here in about 15 minutes. the concept. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. A sheet of ice. Zamboni is off the ice. We'll wait for the doors to drop. Scarlet girls anticipating and waiting to get back on the ice. So because there is a 6-goal lead for the Cougars, that would initiate a running clock for the third period. So as long as there is a 6-goal differential, there will be a running clock. So that should speed things up here in the third period. Here come the referees, and here come the Scarlets. And here come the Cougars. Oh, you can sing. Absolutely. All right, we got 17 minutes on the clock. We're getting ready to start the third period. Cougars with a 6-goal lead to start the third. And we're underway. Cougars, the quick dish into the zone. Braille Newton looking to find something in the slot. And Scarlets say, no, Newton got a piece of that, but dished away by the Scarlets and in a neutral ice. Panero trying to get it turned, gets it into the zone. Gorman trying to find it. Oh, back. Gorman now with it. Can't get a shot off. Circles. And again, Cougars sticks all over the ice. And the Scarlets just can't get a good look. Well, they can get a good look. They just can't get a good shot because the Cougars are getting their sticks on that puck before the Scarlets can pull the trigger. And they come in offside. Oh, shoot. Let me turn that mic off. Sorry about that. You probably get a little feedback there. We'll turn that off and hopefully that sounds a little bit better for you. Oh, and I forgot my own advice and forgot that we have a running clock. Let's see if I can get it dialed in. I think that's pretty darn close from where we're at here. And into the Scarlet end. Looks like Kane trying to get it turned, and she does. Feeds it over, and Zimmerman brings it into the zone. She's got Anderson in the slot. Oh, and a pass over the near point goes out of the zone, and Kane has to finagle around. Mia Graff is out there. So we're going to see some of the fourth and fifth liners on the ice for the Cougars this period, I believe. Trying to get it loose. And there's going to be a penalty there. They're going to call that. I don't know. And they're going to put Charlotte Kirschner's going to go back in. Oh, again, I stopped the clock. Just a bad habit. So Cougars are going to get a little power play here. Kirschner will sit for 2 minutes. And a good clear. By Gorman. And now Asher trying to get it turned. And Schaefer makes the save. And then Scarlets are able to clear all the way down. So the Cougars will come back and regroup. Cougars coming back in. Picks it up is Steindl into the zone. And it's going to go all the way down. And now Prang's going to pick it up. Prang tried to feed it over. That's going to go all the way down. That's going to be an ice. So that'll take it to the other end. Scarlets get it to the boards, and the Cougars pick it up, going to skate it out. Prang with it, trying to get through traffic. Gets around. Eric gets around Roaring. Out to the point. Shot. Almost hit Steindl in the head. And no penalty. And Kirshner's getting ready to come out of the box. Got 2 seconds left. And penalty's over. And Schaefer. Cougars maintaining possession, keeping the zone. And Thibodeau throws it to the far side. Erickson down low, trying to get it loose. Now Erickson with it. Erickson trying to get turned right to the slot. And Schaefer trying to find it. And I think it went 5-hole as Schaefer was trying to get on the puck. And again, I stopped the clock. Gosh darn it, stop doing that, please. So that's going to make a 7-goal lead for the Cougars. And we still have a running clock. It looks like at the faceoff dot, we're going to have Ella Hudspeth along with, I think that's going to be Penny Gorman. And now Pinero trying to get a shot off. And Maddie Shield says no. I think that was Shield. That might have been Hudspeth. And Scarlett's back into the Cougar end. And Jillian Borgmeyer throws to the far side. Oh, and look, goes off the mask of Draheim. And Cougars are able to get it to neutral ice. Scarlets get to it. That is Pinero with it. Pinero with a pass out of the zone into neutral ice. And again, Gorman can't get a shot off as the Cougars are just all over the puck. And that's going to go all the way down. Cougars with possession. On the forecheck was Nelson, and that's going to go, that'll be, looks like maybe an offside there. All right, they're going to move where the face-off is at. It looks like for the Scarlets, it's going to be Elsa Anderson facing off with Ella Fugazi. And puck goes into the Cougar end, and Cougars pick it up. They're going to throw it around the far boards out to the point. And trying to hold was Shelby Jones, couldn't. And a shot from Ella Fugazi finds the back of the net. Unassisted, Ella took that from the blue line, skates it down, and a wrister finds the back of the net to make it 8-0 for the Cougars. So at the face-off, we're going to have Ella Fugazi, and it looks like it's going to be Penny Gorman. Gorman trying to get out, and Gazy skates it down. Gazy over. Oh, almost another good look there. Oh, Schaefer trying to find it, goes behind Schaefer and out of the crease. But actually, Schaefer made the save and the rebound. Second attempt goes behind Schaefer, but straight through the crease and not in the back of the net. Cougars trying to find the back of the net again. Schaefer there. Ella Fugazi giving a couple jabs at it as it was getting covered up by Schaefer. And shots on goal, I'm going to give them somewhere around 40. Let's just put them at 50. And we'll put West at 10, and I'll adjust that as we get to the end of the game. Padero putting pressure. Sliding in was Elsa Anderson. Anderson takes down Mia Graf, and Graham is just going to love that and hold on to that one. Shot. Graham save. Scarlett's hold and poked out into neutral ice. Scarlett's throw it back in. They have to check up, and they do. And now Gorman putting pressure on a forecheck. Cougars reverse to the far boards, looking to get it out. And now Beckendorf with it. Beckendorf throws it around, and Scarlett's with a good look. Shot, tough angle, but Gorman was trying it. And Mia Graf trying to get it loose. And shot, save, Draheim. We're down to 6-10. Cougars get possession, and it looks like Brielle Newton through traffic gets around 3, can't get around the 4th, and has to circle back. Still with it, drops it down for Campbell. Campbell couldn't manage the pass, and the Scarlets are able to get it back into the Cougar end. Cougars with possession. Scarlets trying to get it loose, and Cougars on the far boards. Looks like they're going to break it out. Pass just out of the reach of Newton. Newton goes after it. And Claire Roaring says, not today, and gets it and gets possession. Cougars back into neutral ice. Gorman couldn't find it, and that goes off Zimmerman. And Draheim comes out to play it, and Zimmerman lost her edge and went sliding into the boards. And now Scarlett's trying to get it loose. Cougars with it. Newton, nope, that's Prang. Prang looking for an angle. And Scarlett's denied. Cougars back with it. And Prang holds it in neutral ice. And now Brolick trying to get it loose. And they're going to whistle that one dead. Hello. Hi. So we'll get a puck drop at neutral ice. Cougars with possession. Battling back and forth. When a shot goes up over the net, that was Geeson with a good look. And Scarlett's able to hold possession in the zone. And now putting pressure, that's Elsa Anderson. And out to neutral ice. Scarlett's going to throw it back in the zone. Cougars are going to pick it up. And skating with it is Shelby Jones. No, that's not Shelby Jones. That's Jillian Borgmeyer. And poked away by Ella Fugazi. And into the zone, that is Lena Peterson. From behind the net, Peterson looking for someone on the point, and they're on a line change, so she's got to circle back, go the other way with it. And now, Emmy Asher feeds it down low, around, back out to Asher. Asher looking for a lane, no lane there, but drops to the far corner for Fugazi. Fugazi in the slot, and Scarlett's say no. Zimmerman with it. Mari trying to get turned. Loses it, and it allows Peterson to pick it up. Peterson skates it into the slot. Shot goes just wide through the crease and out to the top. Scarlett's pick it up at the top of the slot, deflected up into the air in neutral ice, And Nelson in the slot looking for it. And Gorman can't find her. And Kirshner chasing down. And Scarlett's doing a good job of putting pressure on the puck, keeping it out of their zone, just not able to find good angles and good shots. Cougars doing a good job of denying those. Stretch pass out of the reach of the Cougars. That's going to go all the way down for an ice with 2:03 left. We'll take it back into the Cougar zone for a puck drop. See, the place is starting to fill up. The student section is standing room only already. In anticipation for the boys game. It's a packed house now. And Scarlett's trying to get something on net. And the Cougars saying no. Out comes Keegan Beckendorf. Oh, Scarlett's looking for an angle and just can't find one. Elsa Anderson doing everything she can to try to get something on net. And Mia Graff looking for a breakaway. And Steinda was trying to hold the zone and couldn't. Now coming back into the zone. And Schaefer's just going to hold that one up. As Emmy Asher came in with speed. No, that wasn't Emmy. That was Grace Campbell. So we're down to about 45 seconds left in the game here. Cougars with a commanding 8-0 lead. Cougars looking for one last attempt. And Maddie Shield doing a good job of holding the zone, but the Scarlets come out. Oh, and Scarlets just cannot catch a break to get it into the net, doing everything they can to find the back of the net. And again, Cougars just denying it at every opportunity. Oh, there. Good poke check by Draheim. And that will take us to the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. A resounding win for the Cougars in this crosstown rivalry. Cougars right now. Oh, here's the shots on goal. Shots on goal, 10-51 total. So that'll take us to the end of this game. We're going to switch over to the boys broadcast here momentarily. That game is supposed to start at 7:30. I'm not sure if we're going to have a half-hour delay or if they'll just get the start of the Scarlet game and the Scarlet East matchup game a little bit earlier. We'll see what they do. Typically, when this game is done, they'll bring the boys out and they'll do their warm-up. After their warm-up, they'll do a resurfacing, and then we'll get the game going. So I would anticipate that we'll probably get the boys' game started earlier than what it is scheduled for, but you never know. We might have to wait till 7:30 because of referee scheduling. We'll just have to see what they can do. So thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. It's always a pleasure to do these games. I'm not always a huge fan because, as you may or may not know, I coach at East, but my kids play on the West side. So it's always a little bit of a bittersweet kind of a catch-22, as I want to cheer for both teams. And that's part of the reason why I like to do these games, because I've got kids on both sides that I like to cheer for. So that is what we have moving forward here. So we're going to close this one up, and then we're going to switch over to the other game. So thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, stay fit, keep sharp, and make good decisions.